Hi there, welcome back to ET. Now you're watching Market Fatafat with me, Kanishka Sarkar and Ankita Saxena. This is a show where we'll talk about all the top buzzers in trade today, which are buzzing either on the back of fundamental news or on the back of technicals. But before we get started, a quick look at how the markets are shaping up at this juncture. And we have given up that 26,000 level, trading well below that level. In fact, we have given up that 25,950 level also. Just trading at that 25,948 level right now, down about 0.3%. More than 90 points of cuts is what we are seeing on the Nifty. It's Power Grid, Adani Ports, Trent, HCL Tech. These are the ones that are actually limiting the upside for the Nifty. However, some of the counters, they continue to hold on to their shade of green. It's the likes of Tata Steel, Tata Consumer, Grasim, Asian Paints. All of these counters are maintaining their, shade of green, not trading very high, 1.75% uptick on Tata Steel, but yes, managing to hold on to that green shade. Now, if you talk about Bank Nifty, there also we are seeing a significant fall, a downtick of about 170 points right now, 58,835. That's the level where Bank Nifty is at, 0.3% downtick over there as well. Sensex 2 is witnessing selling pressure, down about 330 points right now, 84,700. That's the level that it has managed to hold on to. If you talk about NSE advanced decline ratio, that continues to be in the favor of negative. So yes, a rather negative day coming in after we did see a very flattish move initially, but we were at least in the green on the major indices. But now we have given up all of those positive trends and now trading in the downward territory, Ankita. So yes, that's how the market is looking like. A very muted day of trade, and we have now shifted to that shade of red.
Absolutely, it is a somber day that's coming in. We also have low volumes because, because of the holiday season and less trading that's happening, and also we have the F&O expiry for the month tomorrow for the Nifty, and therefore more volatility. But let's get on board Samit Chavan, who's the head of research, technical and derivative Angel One, who's joining us now on the technicals. Hi, good afternoon, Samit, and thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us. Let's keep going with all the buzzers in trade today. The first stock is Titan. Now, the news is that Titan has announced a foray into lab-grown diamonds under the brand Beyond. Now, it's the first store to be launched in Mumbai today, and more stores will be added in Mumbai, Delhi, and gradually based on the response that they get. Let's take a look at what the brokerages have to say. Citi has come out with a note maintaining a neutral stance with the target price of 4,125. They don't expect Beyond to drive any meaningful growth or earnings for Titan. The foray may pose a risk to valuations as well as business. Now, Titan's admission of the LGDs threatens natural diamond business, and the foray is a negative surprise given that Titan had announced a collab with De Beers Group in August 2025. And I believe that the store economics for the lab-grown diamonds retailing in India will be subpar, and they expect the lab-grown diamond retail space to remain rather competitive. Investec has come out with a note. They're maintaining a buy call with a target price of 4,248, and Morgan Stanley is maintaining an overweight with a target price of 4,062. On the back of this news flow and the brokerage notes, Titan is in focus right now with gains of 0.2%.
All right, so that's Titan holding on to gains of about 0.2%. Well, Samit, moving on, you've picked out Grasim for us. Now, today the stock is actually one of the top Nifty gainers. It's trading nearly 1% higher. But if you look at the past 6 months trend, it's been very range bound. But from here on, do you expect an upside in the counter?
Good afternoon. Yes, as you rightly pointed out, in last 6 months, stock has been, range bound. But if you look at it from a slightly, 3 weeks perspective, stock has been giving decent move from the levels of 2650, which coincides with the 200-day simple moving average. So this particular moving average seems to have acted as a sheet anchor. And from there, we have already seen a good recovery in this counter. The kind of price action that we have been witnessing since morning, it suggests that the stock is likely to challenge its recent, consolidation range, and it is likely to give a breakout from a bullish flag pattern. So about 2850, 2855, this pattern will get activated, and then probably we can head towards 2920, 2950. So overall, yes, the chart structure looks quite encouraging. On the lower side now, 2800 followed by 2780 would act as a very strong support zone.
All right, so that's about Grasim, trading nearly 3% higher right now. But let's move on and tell you what's happening as far as Vedanta is concerned. Now, this one is buzzing in trade today after the company emerged as a successful bidder for Depo Graphite Vanadium block under the critical minerals auctions. Now, this win strengthened Vedanta's presence in the strategic minerals like graphite and vanadium sector, which is a key for energy storage and electric mobility. The development boosts long-term growth visibility and also aligns with India's push to secure critical mineral resources. So So yes, on the back of this latest bidding that the bid that Vedanta has won, the stock is in focus today. However, it has given up all of those morning gains and is currently trading about 0.8% lower. But it did start the day in green and is down now, has given up all of those gains.
Well, moving on to the next counter from Vedanta is PNB. Well, on Friday, the bank post-market hours they had informed the Reserve Bank of India about a borrower fraud of around 2,434 crore rupees linked to the former promoters of SREI Equipment Finance and SREI Infrastructure Finance. Now, these companies were successfully resolved under the corporate insolvency resolution process by the National Company Law Tribunal. Out of the 2,434 crores fraud amount, 1,241 crores is associated with the loan account of SERI Equipment Finance, while 1,193 crores relates to the loan account of SREI Infrastructure Finance. Now, the lender has already made provisions for the total outstanding amount according to the exchange filing. But on the back of this fraud report, PNB is declining in trade with cuts of almost 0.5% in trade.
All right, so that's PNB for you. But let's move on and tell you what's happening with Tata Steel. Samit, that's the one that you've picked out for us. It's the top nifty gainer today, trading nearly 2% higher. But from here on, where do you see the stock headed?
Yes, but we have already seen a good move in most of the middle counters. Tata Steel, which has been slightly laggard as compared to some of its peers. With today's price action, yes, stock is challenging its important resistance of 175. If you look at the volume activity, it has risen substantially, so that provides some sort of credence to the move. Going ahead, once this stock surpasses and maintains its position beyond 175, we could see this rally extending towards say 180 to 185 over the next couple of weeks' time. So overall, yes, bias remains positive, and on the lower side, if you're a trader, one should keep a strict stop loss below 167 on a closing basis.
All right, so that's the stop loss that you must maintain, 167 on a closing basis. That's the word coming on Tata Steel. But let's move on. And the defense space, that continues to remain buzzing, be it Bharat Electronics, Bharat Dynamics, Mazagon Dock, GRSC, all of these continue to be in focus on expectations of large defense order approvals. Now, sources have indicated to ET now that the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh will chair a crucial Defense Acquisition Council meeting today, where deals worth over 80,000 crore rupees could be cleared. Now, the agenda includes proposals to strengthen India's air defense and ISR capabilities, also procurement of Embraer-based airborne early warning system, Netrayu, integration and long-endurance drones. Now, Bharat Electronics and Bharat Dynamics, all of these counters are expected to be major beneficiaries once the clearance comes. These could win a big orders for themselves, and that could be strengthening their order book. And hence, all of these counters continue to be in focus. But in tandem with the market trend today, the stocks have actually fallen to that shade of red. BEL trading about 0.1% lower. Bharat Dynamics also absolutely flat, but trading with a negative shade. So yes, that's the word coming in on the defense space. Continues to keep buzzing in trade today.
All right, with that, it's time for us to slip into a short break. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll get you more buzzes on the other side. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You tuned into Market Fatafat with me, Ankita Saxena, and with me is Kanishka Sarkar, and we're taking you through all the stocks that are in focus at this juncture. Well, the next stock that is in focus is NBCC. Now, NBCC has received a 21.23 acres land parcel in South Delhi as a part of a settlement with Delhi government, and the company plans to develop a mixed-use real estate project on the site, and the estimated revenue potential of this is around 8,500 crore rupees. On the back of this, NBCC is in focus today, though it has given up all the morning gains. It has succumbed to profit booking at this juncture. It is trading at the lowest point of the day, absolutely flat with cuts of 0.07%. Now, remember, NBCC had hit over 6-month high, just in the morning, but as of now, it is reeling under selling pressure with cuts of 0.07%.
All right, so that's NBCC for you. But moving on to the next counter, Samit, you've picked out Atul Limited for us. It's trading about 1.5% higher right now. But from here on, where do you see the stock headed? Could this positive momentum continue in 2026?
Yes, if you see, since last couple of months, this stock has been consolidating in a narrow range, and the kind of price action that we have been witnessing since morning, it suggests that the stock is now likely to come out of its long slumber phase. Yes, it has already traversed its 89-day exponential moving average place somewhere around 6,050. From here on, the next move can continue towards 6,450, which coincides with the 200-day simple moving average. So as of now, yes, the structure looks positive, and once the stock surpasses 64 and 6450, we could see a good move unfolding in this count, and then probably 6800 plus levels can be seen. But as of now, 6400, 6450 on cards, and on the low side, 6000 followed by 5800 would act as a very strong support zone.
All right, so that's about Atul Limited. But let's move on and tell you what's happening with Sigachi Industries. Now, this one has been facing selling pressure today following developments linked to the June 30 fire incident at its Hyderabad unit. Now, the company's managing director and CEO, Amit Sinha, he has been remanded in custody in connection with the investigation into the blast that killed 46 people and injured several others. Now, Sigachi Industries has informed the exchanges that the business operations, they continue as usual, with the Deputy Group CEO taking charge and overseeing operations. However, these leadership uncertainty and ongoing legal proceedings, they're all keeping the stock under pressure today. It's trading more than 5% lower right now on the back of this, the CEO being taken into custody on the back of that Hyderabad fire unit in June.
All right, moving on then to the next counter that is in focus, and that is Seagull India, which is in focus. Now, let's take a look at what really is, buoying the sentiments here. It's trading up almost 0.5%, even though it has given up morning gains. As you can see, it is at the lowest point of the day, but nonetheless trading up almost 1% in the trading session. But for Seagull India, it has received an LOA of rupees 1,089 crores from Madhya Pradesh Road Development Corporation. For the construction of Indore-Ujjain access-controlled 4-lane greenfield highway. And the project involves development of 48.10 kilometers highway, including the Sim-Sahasta bypass at a bid project, which like I mentioned, is as pegged at 1,089 crores rupees. And on the back of this big LOA that Seagull has received, that is up and away 1% in trade.
All right, so that's about Seagull. But moving on, Marico, that's the stock that you've picked out for us, Samit. It's one of those stocks in the FMCG sector that is actually managing to hold on to its green today, trading about 1% higher. But what do you see on the charts going forward into 2026?
I just missed the stock name.
It's Marico.
Well, yes, Marico has been a steady mover of late, and in last 2 days, yes, stock has managed to gain some momentum, and it is now likely to challenge its all-time highs of 760 quite soon. So we expect this, upward trajectory to continue, wherein the stock would, continue to mention its steady move, wherein 750, 755 on the higher side. And once the stock gives a breakout beyond 755, the next potential breakout would happen only beyond 770. So, with the slightly medium-term perspective, we expect the stock heading towards 780 and then probably move beyond 800 plus levels.
All right, so that's about Marico. But moving on, another stock in focus today is Coforge. Now, Coforge is in focus after the firm announced the acquisition of US-based AI native engineering services firm Encora in an all-stock deal. Now, this acquisition will create about $2.5 billion tech services company with AI-led services at its core. Now, Encora brings strong capabilities in AI-driven product engineering, cloud, and data services, along with deep exposure to Fortuna 500 clients and services as a software delivery model. So this deal is largely revenue synergy driven with the cross-selling opportunities, vertical scale-up in high-tech and healthcare as well, alongside stronger US nearshore presence. And remember, Encora's healthy margins, they will also help avoid EPS dilution. If you talk about brokerages, they continue to remain positive on Coforge, maintaining a buy call, calling the acquisition a bold, strategically sound move that accelerates Coforge's AI-led growth trajectory. In fact, we caught up with the director of Daulat Capital to understand his perspective on the deal. Let's take a look.
As we know, this is a significant transaction from a size perspective and adds up about 30% plus to the current run rate of revenue. What we have seen, given that their historical strong organic growth and consistent bold step on the M&A side as well, has helped them scale much faster than what the other participants in the markets are registering on the growth side. and we have seen the higher growth is actually able to help them on the organic side, with they scaling up significantly on the size of transaction they are doing on the order book size as well. So we have seen how they did a $1.5 billion Sabre deal. So all this scale also help in the organic side of the business is what we are trying to highlight.
Moving on from Coforge and the Encora deal to the next counter that Samit have picked out for us, Tata Consumers. Now this stock is hovering around its 52-week high today. Tell us, does this continue with its positive momentum, because it's already touched its 52-week high? What are the levels to watch out from here on?
Yes, the chart structure is quite similar to Marico that we have discussed just now. This also has been a steady mover. A series of higher highs, higher lows can be witnessed in all time frame charts. And today, the stock is now challenging its, 52 weeks highs of 1200. Once this stock surpasses 1200 on a closing basis, we could see a breakout happening on monthly time frame charts as well. And then the next, potential target would be around 1260, 1280 for this counter. On the low side, any dip would be a good buying opportunity. And there's a rock solid support can be seen in the zone of 1140 to 1120.
All right, so that's the support level, 1140 to 1120. And the next targets to watch are 1260 to 1280. That's the word coming in. Thank you, Samit, for joining us today. That was the last talk of the day. Thanks for your time and taking us through all of the stocks that are buzzing on the back of technicals. But let's move on and take a look